This is News 12 Brooklyn, as local news gets.
Brooklyn is becoming a more and more expensive place to buy a home. A new study found that sale prices jumped 8% borough-wide. But one neighborhood saw an increase of more than double that. News 12's George Spencer has a look at the changes in Canarsie.
With its standalone one-family homes, Canarsie can look pretty suburban, closer to its neighbors to the east on Long Island than its neighbors to the west in central Brooklyn. Residents say they are not surprised that Canarsie saw a bigger jump in housing prices than any other Brooklyn neighborhood in 2006. The cost of buying a single or multi-family home was up nearly 18% during last year alone. That means average prices that were in the low to mid $400,000 range are now averaging a little more than $500,000 here in Canarsie. And analysts say the housing market was strong across Brooklyn. Canarsie was not the only neighborhood to see some significant increases. The housing sale price market in Brooklyn Heights jumped by about 16%. Reporting from Canarsie, George Spencer, News 12, Brooklyn.
HMS Associates is the group that authored the study. Despite the increased prices in Canarsie and Brooklyn Heights, they say there were fewer total transactions in our borough last year compared to 2005.
This is News 12 Brooklyn, as local news gets.
Brooklyn is becoming a more and more expensive place to buy a new home. A new study found that sale prices jumped 8% borough-wide, but one neighborhood saw an increase of more than double that. News 12's George Spencer has a look at the changes in Canarsie.
Victor Brown's been living in this Canarsie home for 12 years. Recently, he has grown more and more aware of just how much people are paying to buy homes in his neighborhood.
When we hear the prices, we were staggered, we couldn't believe it.
Brown's noticing a real trend. Canarsie home prices went up faster than any other Brooklyn neighborhood. They're nearly 18% higher, to an average of more than $500,000. Sam Heskel did the study.
I always felt there's some potential in Canarsie, quiet, nice, quiet streets. But yes, the increase, the numbers shocked me too.
It's a good place to raise your children.
Steve Vinson and his fiancée are part of the trend. Attracted by safety and convenience, they bought this Canarsie home in early '06 for more than $600,000.
In order to get the quality of living that you want to have, this is the prices you have to pay.
But with higher prices comes the concern that Canarsie's small-town reputation will shift to just another rich suburb.
People will pay whatever. A house never stays too long around here to be sold.
Analysts say these increases come in a somewhat unusual context. All told, there were fewer total transactions in Brooklyn during 2006. Analysts say that means the sellers were less willing to lower their prices. The buyers weren't very willing to budge either. Reporting from Canarsie, George Spencer, News 12, Brooklyn.
HMS Associates is the group that authored the study. They found that Brooklyn Heights showed the second highest price increases. Home costs there jumped more than 16%. I'm Catherine Scott. You're watching News 12 Brooklyn. We're back in 1 minute.